What's up, guys? Today we're back in another video, and today we'll be redrawing the borders of Europe. Okay, so starting off with Portugal, Spain has occupied the region of Olivencia, and we are going to give it back to Portugal, like that. But in exchange for Spain, we are going to give them Gibraltar, and there's an island somewhere here on the Pyrenees that is owned by both France and Spain, and they transfer control between it every 6 months. And I'll give it exclusively to Spain because that is confusing. Belgium is a fictional country in Western Europe, and it is split between 3 ethnic groups, not having its own. So we're gonna give this part to Germany, because Germans live there. And then you have these two larger regions with the name of Flanders and Wallonia. Now I don't know which one is which, but you get the deal. We're gonna give the southern parts to France and the northern part to Netherlands. And in doing so, we are also restoring the glory of the old Dutch Empire. Now, the UK. So I'm not gonna split them up. I'll just give Northern Ireland to Ireland. And when it comes to changes, that's all I'm gonna really do. Now, Germany is much more interesting because we are going to unite them with Austria. Now, before you say anything, remember, Austrians are Germans. They speak German, they live German, they were German, and that means that they are German. Now, there's not much Germans outside of these two, except in Switzerland. But Switzerland shall stay, because you see, guys, Switzerland is a nice place to live, and it reminds me of Georgia, which is a country I love. Here it is. So let's just unite it with Liechtenstein, so Liechtenstein can become rich off of the Swiss market. And there. Now, Corsica will be given to Italy, because, come on guys, how can you have here the border, and then it just kind of like this, and yeah, no, we're gonna give this part to Italy, and that's the end of it. Actually, that's not really the end of it, because let's also give Nice and Savoy to Italy, because France, yeah, nobody likes them. And also the French language is terrible. Now Europe is already looking a lot better, I know guys, I know. But let's move on to the Nordics. So this region will stay untouched except for a few changes. So first off, I'm gonna give this island, which is part of Finland, over to Sweden, because it wants to be part of Sweden. It has always wanted to be part of Sweden because Swedish people live there, not Finnish people. And also, when Finland fought in World War II, they kind of started to like Finland, but I'm pretty sure they still want to be part of Sweden. Now let's give this part of Denmark to Germany, because Denmark didn't even want this territory when it was given to them after World War I. So let's just do that. And in exchange, I'll give this part, which is historically Danish, to Denmark, and there. Oh yeah, and also this part, which is British, will be given to Denmark too, because it already looks ugly. Like, come on, you have the sea border here, and then it goes like, and there. That's ugly. Now we're gonna give the Burgenland over to Hungary. It's time of this region, and I have an idea for Hungary. So you see, guys, Hungary got humiliated after World War I, but they didn't even start the conflict, so let's just give them a bit of territory here, some historic stuff. And no, we're not giving them all of Croatia this time. And let's also give them Bosnia, Southern Slovakia too. Now let's make sure that we don't give them Bratislava, which is the Slovakian capital. And Hungarians don't be are not the majority there. And also let's give this part of Carpathia and Ruthenia over to Hungary, because Hungarians live there. No, not Carpathians. They live here, and Poland, Slovakia. Here, Hungarians live. And see, guys, this region is called Transylvania, and Hungary wants it, this country here, and Romania wants it. So I think that we should have a compromise, because this region is called Szekelyland, and Hungarians live there. but everything else here, I mean, here Hungarians live too, but everything else here, Romanians live in. So I have a compromise. So let's map out Sigeliland here, and let's connect it to a narrow strait to Hungary without making it look ugly. So kind of like that. And yeah, it looks amazing. Although the only real problem here is that actually this looks ugly. Okay, let's make the panhandle a bit thicker. Oh, will it look better? Yes, it does look better. Let's also give this back to Romania. Like, come on, guys. And there. Now, I won't give Cluj over to Hungary because it's the second biggest city in Romania, and it's very important to Romania. So we're gonna keep it Romanian, and we're gonna give the rest of this to Romania. And in compensation for the Romanians, we are going to give them Northern Bukovina, and also we're going to unite them with Moldova, because these countries already want to unite. So just do it, and also the final change of Romania will be giving them this. And Northern Bukovina and whatever this is called is historic territory for Romania, and it's only fair if you give it back to them and make them look a bit thicker, and also make them look that it kind of looks like Romania is eating Hungary here. Next, we're gonna give Carpathian Ruthenia over to Slovakia. Now Slovakia also has a border with Romania, which is pretty cool, but we're also gonna unite Czechia and Slovakia into Czechoslovakia, and there's this region called Serbia, and Slavs live there. So we're gonna see that over to Czechoslovakia and form a grand lower Western Slavic Union. Let's explain them a bit, give them a bit of this. So now it's the true Western Slavic, it's the lower union. Now Kosovo is going straight to Serbia, because Serbia, yeah, it's historic territory, you know, and Serbia has some churches in here that are very important to Serbian people. Now we're also going to unite Montenegro and Serbia, because these guys are the same. Come on, you can't deny it. And then we're going to give Srpska over to Serbia, because it's ethnically Serbian, and the Serbian civilization started somewhere here, so let's just go like that, and you know, do that. Actually, let's look this up a bit. You know, let's go like this. Yeah, there we have OS, and we're also going to give this to Serbia because Serbs live there, and we're going to give this part to Croatia. I'm gonna keep a small corridor to keep Bosnia's coastline here, because come on, it's important. Bosnia should have a coastline. Now we're gonna annex Srpska into Serbia, and there's no choice to be made other than giving a small piece to Serbia because Serbs live there, and that's it. North Macedonia is an artificial country in the Balkans, and it shall be ceded over to Bulgaria. And also let's give this spot to Albania now, because Albanians live there, so yeah. Let's figure this out first. Now, we're going to give Bosilegrad and Dimitrovgrad over to Bulgaria, because those are actually the territories that Bulgaria lost to Serbia in World War I, but Bulgarians live there. Keep that in mind, because Bulgarians live there. Now we're going to give Northern Epirus over to Greece, because some Greeks do live there, and Epirus has been Greek for like 5 billion years. Ever since Greece was Greece, Epirus was Greek. And also, let's give Greece back Constantinople. Yes. Alright, looks much better now. And we're also gonna have to move on to the Caucasus, because I do count them here. They are definitely European, maybe like 60%, but European is European. Okay guys, so now we have the Grand Duchy of Lithuania, and also we're going to give some land over to Russia because come on, this country is already big, so let's give some Russia's claims over. So I'm just giving them Crimea. Actually, we're also gonna put Poland here because you see, we're gonna restore the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. Yes, that's right. The Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth is the only thing that's actually cooler than the Grand Duchy of Lithuania, and we're also going to give them Kaliningrad. And finally, we're also going to put Latvia here because this is basically a union between Slavs and Baltic guys. And also, let's unite Finland and Estonia because they are already basically the same guys. Like, come on. Tallinn, which is here, is basically Helsinki 2.0, which is here. Like, come on. Actually, we're also going to have to weaken the state a bit, so let's give some of this land to Russia, I guess. Because the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth looks like it's the strongest country in Europe. So, let's kind of add some sort of balance of power and expand the Russia a bit. Okay, nice. So it already looks a lot better, as you can see, but I feel like we're gonna have to make some more adjustments to the borders here because this country is stronger, probably stronger than the UK. So that should not be true because we can't just have one massive superpower be better than everyone else. And my solution to the problem is giving Cyprus to Greece. Now this makes Greece a lot stronger, and it will tip the balance of power slightly over to Greece, and they can challenge the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. Oh yeah, and side note, let's give them this. Now we're gonna have to expand Georgia and Armenia. Now Azerbaijan, they were mean to Georgia, so let's give this to Georgia, so they can repopulate these areas. Because we can't just have all the country being mean to other countries, guys. Like, what is this? This hasn't happened in like 1,000 years. Nice. And now let's also give this region over to Armenia because Armenians live there, and in a competition for Georgia, let's give them these ports. Okay, there. Yeah, Georgia's already looking a lot bigger, but also going to give them this port, which is a bit bigger. Okay, no, it's looking very good, but we're also going to have to expand Armenia a bit more. Yeah, now it's looking very good. So we have big Armenia, big Georgia, and Turkey is already strong enough. Like, come on, guys, they have Bursa, Antalya, Ankara. They're already strong enough, and it won't hurt them that much to lose Istanbul and some random ass mountains here. Like, come on, guys. I realize I accidentally made Crimea independent, so let's put it back. Now let's give some territory to Azerbaijan in compensation for their treasure loss. So let's give them Azerbaijan. And yes, this territory is called Azerbaijan because it literally has more Azerbaijanis living there than Azerbaijan. Okay, so Europe is already looking a lot better. There's basically no changes to be made, and that's it. So guys, see you in the next video. Next time we're going to redraw the borders of Asia, Africa, Oceania, and every other continent.